Okay, yeah, good day to you wherever you are watching me from. My name is Kazim Abolore, popularly called the Innovative Teacher, and I welcome you to this webinar. This webinar, to start with, is sponsored by Mabis Good Homes Limited and is one of the trainings that they will be sponsoring in the coming days. I just want to wait for some moments so that more people can join us. And I want to be sure that my tools are working right. So I am going to be testing my mic and be sure that my mic is working fine. A moment, please. Um, so if you are watching me live or you are watching the replay, I will be glad. I will want you to mention your name and where you are watching me from. Kindly mention your name and where you are watching me from. So, um, please, can you hear me and can you see my screen? Let me use. Okay, I think everything is fine. But to confirm, let me also use my phone to see that everything is fine. Please, wherever you are watching me from, I want to do a shout out on you. So kindly mention your name and where you are watching me from. Okay, Mrs. Ajiboye Fumi Lola from Ibadan. You are watching me live. Thank you very much, Mrs. Ajiboye, for being part of this. Let me quickly mention that this training is going to last for only 1 hour, which is 60 minutes. Only 1 hour, which is 60 minutes. So by 9:30, we will be done. By 9:30, we'll be done. Okay, you can see that everything is set. Mr. Olabi Jibril, brother, how are you doing? How are the people in where is that again? Is it Abeokuta? Mr. Olabi Jibril is watching us from Ikorodu, Lagos. Miss Caroline Wabara, my very good sister, how are you doing? So I'm going to start right away so that I will not be wasting much of your time. And I know that tomorrow is Monday. A lot of people will be going to work. So, guys, we are talking about 15 must ask questions when buying land from a real estate company. 15 must ask questions when you are buying land from a real estate company. And my name is Kazim Abolore, popularly called the Innovative Teacher. And this session is sponsored by Mabis Good Homes Limited. So let me begin with why you should listen to me. Why should you listen to me? Why must you spend the next 60 minutes of your precious time with me? Number one is that I have been a realtor for 3 years plus. By November of this year, it will be exactly 4 years that I have been in the business of selling and buying land. I have sold land to people in Nigeria and in abroad, and there are over 200 that I have sold land to. Yes, I've sold land to over 200 people, both in Nigeria and in the abroad. In my real estate company, Mabis Good Homes Limited, I am among the top three salesmen. I am among the top three salesmen. In fact, right now, as we speak, as at 2024, I am the highest sale person at Mabis Good Homes Limited. Yes, I am the highest sale. Yes. So this makes you know that I have what it takes to take you on the journey on this journey. I have written three books on real estate, um, and they are all available. I think some of them are free, some of them are not free. And I'm doing this broadcast from my own house. Yes, I'm doing it from my own house. I am a landlord, and I help people to also supervise their project. As a matter of fact, the reason why I shifted this training from 7:30 to 8:30 is because I just came back from a site that I am from a project that I'm helping supervise. It's a hostel of 15 rooms self-contained. So I also help people to supervise their projects. So that's just a quick brief about me. So, what we are going to learn tonight and how this training is going to go, like I said, this training is going to last for only 60 minutes. So, what you are going to learn basically is why you need to ask questions when buying land. When you want to buy a land, especially from a real estate company, and this also applies to when you are buying land from traditional money. Yes, some of these questions also applies to when you are buying land from Omonile. So why? So you are going to learn why you need to ask questions when buying land. Why must you ask questions? And then you will learn the 15 questions that you must ask when buying land from a real estate company. And these questions, I gathered them from my experience in the last 3 and almost 4 years. Then there will be a time that you ask question and I will answer them. But then at every interval, there will be a short advert, a short commercial from Mabis Gold Homes Limited. Remember that I said that this session, this training is sponsored by Mabis Gold Homes Limited. And one of the responsibility that I have tonight is to advertise their products at every interval. But then I will not make it frequent so that it will not be tiring. But at every interval, you will be hearing about Mabis Good Homes Limited. So you should calm down and listen to this training. So let us begin with why you need to ask questions when you are buying land from a real estate company or if you are buying land from traditional money. The very first reason why you must ask question, sorry, I want to update the group again for people to join. So the very first reason why you must ask question when you are buying land is because buying land is a serious business. Buying land is a what? Is a serious business and it should be treated as such. Don't ever buy land and be taking it with levity. Don't buy land and be taking it with levity. It's a serious business. It's a business that can last for 40 years and more. It's a business that even the children that you have not given birth to will meet it. It's a business that is transgenerational. So when you know that this is transgenerational, then you should take it with every seriousness. Then you should ask a lot of questions, because the question that we don't ask now may be what will affect the generation that will later get that land. So you should ask questions, because buying land is a serious business. It's a serious business. Now, another reason why you must ask questions is to avoid the question of had I known? How had I known that? So, in order to avoid that, then you must ask a lot of questions, because you don't want to be in a situation where you now regret. I know people who have bought land before and they later regret. I know a lot. Just today, somebody commented on one of my posts and he mentioned the name of a company. I will not mention the name of that company. And he said that he has bought land from that company since 2014. Until today, they have not done allocation for him. And in fact, he does not even know where the land is. You see? And, as you later see, this is one of the questions that you must ask when you are buying land, because a company that doesn't do allocation, I used to say that any company that doesn't do allocation in 90 days is suspicious. Any real estate company that doesn't do allocation in 90 days is what is suspicious. Yes. So meanwhile, we cannot say in entirety that that company that person is talking about is also wrong. No, it may be that that client has not fulfilled the requirement for allocation. Oh my goodness. Let me repeat that. It may be that you cannot blame that company entirely. It may be that that client too has not fulfilled the requirement for allocation, because there are some things that must be fulfilled before an allocation will be done. So you will learn about that later on. So what is that to avoid had I known? So you should ask a lot of questions. Then to weigh your options. I always believe that before one will buy land, it has several options. Maybe he has asked from different companies, he has gone to different companies, and you want to weigh it. So you want to know whether this is the best option for you. So that is another reason why you should ask questions. And then there are more and more reasons why you should ask questions when you are buying land. So this is why you should ask questions. Please, a moment. I want to quickly what take water. So just a moment, please. Okay, yeah, I'm back. So I just realized again that I didn't use my ring lights. So you guys have been seeing my dark face. So let's now go to the 15 must ask questions when buying land. The 15 must ask questions when buying land. Sorry, a second. Sorry. Okay. So 15 must ask questions when buying land from a real estate company. Question number one: Please write down these questions. Even if you have bought land from a real estate company before, you will still buy more. That will not be the only land that you will buy, right? So write down these questions and help us in the comment section to also be noting down the questions as we say them. Question number one, you should ask, what document or title does the land have? Now, the beauty of this training is that I'm not going to just tell you the questions, I will also tell you the right answers. Do you get that now? So the first question, these questions are not in particular order. They are not in what? They are not in any particular order. So it's not compulsory that this first question is what we ask first. You get that now? So what title does the land have? Essentially, okay, let me say generally, there are many land titles that we have. In fact, people used to think that C of O is the Oga Patapata of land title. It's just one of the land titles and it's not the most essential. It may be the most known, it may be the widely accepted, it may be the most bankable, but it is not the most essential. So there are many land titles. There is survey, there is deed, there is accession, there is freehold, there is governor consent, there is C of O, and many more. I've mentioned about 6 now. Deed, survey, freehold, governor consent, accession, C of O. Maybe in one of my training, because I used to do this free training once every month for the past 3 months. Maybe in one of these days, I will do a training to explain each of these land titles because each of them has their implication. So these are several land titles that we have. You get that? All these land titles are important, but they are more important than the other. Let me repeat that, and somebody can help me to write that down. All these land titles that I mentioned are important, but they are more important than each other. Now, essentially, they say something is essential. What does that mean? It means that when it means that most importantly, or it means that the one that you will be asked first when you are buying land is deed of assignment and survey. Let me repeat that. Essentially, the two land titles are deed of assignment and survey. When people want to buy land, one of the questions they will ask is that, does the land have C of O? You see, if I want to sell land to you, and you didn't ask me of the survey, if you ask me of C of O first, it tells me that you even know little about land. Because me, as a person, if I want to buy land, is not one of the questions that I will ask. What I will ask first is the survey. If the person has done survey for the land. Because that is what a survey is, what shows that this land is not under acquisition. It's not owned by government. It's free from government acquisition. Then I will ask for the deed of assignment. Because that is the document that transfers ownership. So where we are coming from is that what land title does the land have? And I've mentioned about 6 land titles and also mentioned the 2 most essential, deed of assignment and survey. Now, you know why? You know what? Any land that you buy in Nigeria at least, the first land title that we need is the deed of assignment. The first land title that we need is deed of assignment. Now, listen to this part. This is where it gets interesting. Any land title that you want to process, whether survey, whether accession, whether government consent to, they will ask you for deed of assignment first. They will ask you for what? For deed of assignment first. It is the first requirement before every other document. If you want to do survey, they ask for deed of assignment. If you want to do CAFO, they have to deed of assignment, they have to survey. If you want to do excision, they have to deed of assignment. Any land title you want to process. You see, I've spent about 5 minutes on this question alone. That's to show you, or that's to tell you how important this question is. Question number 2. Nobody is helping us to write this down in the comment section. Is the land dry land or swampy land? Is the land a dry land or a swampy land? This is another question that you must ask. And the right answer is actually, this is another question that you must ask. There's when you ask this question, is the land dry or swamp? Um, there is no right or wrong answer to this question. Do you get that? But you must ask before you go into that business. Why? Because it will let you know what you are entering. Hello? Asking this question number 2 will let you to know what you are entering. If it is a dry land, you will know beforehand that, oh, I am buying a dry land. If it is a swampy land, you will know before you start that I'm buying a swamp. And each of them has their own implication. If you're a low income earner, anyone that earns below 500,000 naira per month is a low income earner. If you're a low income earner, you should and you must buy a dry land. There's a sister of mine who bought, on maybe knowingly or unknowingly, I don't even know. But I will say unknowingly because if she knew, she wouldn't have bought it. She bought a swamp, quarter plot, not even half plot, not even a full plot, quarter plot, a swamp. As I speak to you now, she's still unable to finish building a house on it, and she has bought it for, I think, over 8 years. Yes. Why? Because it is a swamp and she is a low income earner. Anyone that is a low income earner should never go near a swamp. You know why? Because it will cost you a hammer the length to build on swamp. It will cost you, like, it is estimated that you can fill a swamp of sand, one plot of swamp. The money that you use to sand fill it, if you use it to build on a dry land, which is dig and build, you will build what? A 3-bedroom flat up to lintel level. Do you know what it costs to build 3-bedroom flats from foundation up to lintel? It's about 5 million naira. It's about 5 million naira bedroom flats on a dry land from foundation to lintel. It's about 5 million. So meaning that we firstly spend 5 million naira just to put sand on inside the water. So what are we saying here is that this is another question asked, and if you're a low income earner, you should always go for a dry land. Question number 3. Where is the physical office of the company? Where is the physical office of the company you want to buy land from? Because don't just rely on the beautiful pictures that the realtors share online. Don't just depend on that. Ask of where their office is, even if you are not going to visit there yet. Even if you are not going to do what? Visit there yet, ask, where is your office, please? When can I go? They get now because you are dealing with land matters. For instance, now at Mavis Gold Homes Limited, our office are all it's anywhere. Our office is at number 14, Remi Ogunjimi Street, Inward Gowon Estate, Egbeda. I always say it, 14 Remi Ogunjimi Street, Inward Gowon Estate, Egbeda. Go there Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. You will meet people there. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. You will meet people there. So you are free to walk in. In fact, there are many times that people that I want to sell land to have gone to our office without telling me. That it is when they get there or when they got there that our secretary will now come in that so person is here and I say, okay, no problem. So ask for the physical office of the company. So the third question is, where is the physical of the company? Now, before I move on to number 4, this number 3, if you are if you now go to the office of that company, eh, just go there alone. Ask the people in on that street, other people on that street, not in that office complex on that street, that this company, how long have they been here? How long have they been here? See, people can rent an office, but a company that has been in that place 3 years, oh, that is consistency. My company now, we have been there for 5 years. As a matter of fact, our company is having a plan to buy that building. They, or we move to another complex that we build by ourselves. So, question number 4: what is the antecedent of the company? This is another question you must ask. Now, what is the antecedent of the company? Okay, Mr. Man, okay, I like your product, I like your company, I like what you have explained, but what history of your company? So the answer that we get here are different, but what you want to hear basically is how long the company has been in existence, the number of people they have sold to, the number of people that have gotten allocation, the number of people that have started successful transactions. That is basically what you want to hear there. How long the company has been in existence. For instance, Mavis Gold Homes has been for 4 years. How many people have they sold land to? Over 2,500. How many people have gotten allocation? Over 1,500. How many people have started building? Oh, all our building. So we want to hear the history of the company. I want to hear that. I know that nobody, no realtor will say something bad about their company, but still asks. Hello? Nobody will want to say something bad about the company, but do what? Still asks. So that it should not be that, did you ask me? Did you ask me? Let it be on record that you. Question number 5. What is the payment plan for the land? What is the payment plan for the land? Now, this is very for almost 4 years now, and I see where a lot of people, including realtors and even clients, where they make mistake. See, I have I have I have many clients that while they are paying for their land, they default and they default for a long time. And when they came back, the company increased their balance and it became a problem. That why will you increase my balance? Do you get that now? See, any realtor that said that it doesn't have any client that hasn't defaulted is a liar. Oh, let me repeat that and help me to write it down. Any realtor that he does not have a client that has defaulted before is a liar. Or you don't even have enough clients. You don't have what? Enough clients. If you have enough clients, one or two of them will have done what? Will have defaulted. Is it easy to say you want to pay for 12 months consecutively and you not default and you have about 100 clients? and all those 100 clients were consistent for the 12 months, it's not possible. I have clients who I have clients who have defaulted, and I have clients who are consistent. You get that now? So this question is important. So you know how to plan your payments. In Mabis Good Homes Limited, for instance, we have 16-month payment, we have 12-month payment, we have 6-month payment, we have 3-month payment, we have one-time payment. So there is a payment plan for everyone. For instance, if you want to buy Mabis Good, if you want to buy Bash Estate, for instance, 12-month payment plan is 2 million naira. 6-month payment plan is 1.9 million naira. The same thing with 3-month payment plan. One time payment is 1.8 million. They get that now. So what are we saying in essence is that you should ask for the payment plan so that you see the one that works for you. Are we together? Excuse me. Are we together? Please, a moment. Let me go and take. So that is question number 5. What is the payment plan for the land? And ideally, there should be a payment plan for 12 months. Some people even do up to 16 months. Yes, you also at Mabis Good Homes Limited, we also have payment plan for 60 months. They get that now. There should be a payment for 12 months, for 6 months, 3 months, and one-time payment. The next question you should ask, okay, this one is not about question. This one is commercial. Yes, commercial. Yeah, it is time for me to tell you about Mabis Good Homes Limited. So Mabis Good Homes Limited, what is Mabis Good Homes Limited? It's a real estate company that has been in existence for 4 years. And right there, the picture you are seeing by your left is our office. Yes, that is our office. It's more beautiful than this. The picture didn't do judgment. I mean, didn't do justice rather to the beauty of the office. We occupy the first floor. Yeah, we occupy the first floor, and our banner is there, Gidigba, number 14, Remy Ogunjimi Street, Inward Gowon Estate. Egbeda. You can screenshot this and then use it as a direction when you are going to our office. So that is Mabis Good Homes Limited. What we do basically is that we help low and middle income earners become landlords within 12 to 16 month payment plan. Yes, we help low and middle income earners to become landlords. Don't sell land of 10 million, we don't have land of 15 million, but we have lands of 2 million, 5 million, 1.5 million, 1 million. So if your income is within the of 200,000, 300,000, 500,000, like that, you can buy land from us. We have land of 1 million, we have land of 1.2 million, we have land of 1.5 million, we have land of 2 million, we have land of 5 million. Our our highest land is I think 5.5 million. So that is Mabis Good Homes Limited. And what we do is to help you to have a house, a land of your own so that you don't remain a tenant till age 65. It's a bad place, a tenant at age 65. So the second picture you are seeing by your right are the people. We have the people that we took for site inspection. This is Bash Estate. I used to talk about Bash Estate very well, and I'll talk about it. Mabis Good Homes Limited and what we do. So back to the training. Question number 6. Guys, are we learning anything yet at all? Are we learning anything yet at all? Are we learning anything yet? If you are learning anything, please let me know in the comment section. I want to see. I'm asking a question. Are we learning anything at all? I want to hear your response in the comment section. I will still get there, Mr. Olavi Jibril. That's the sixth question. What happens when I'm unable to finish paying? That is another question you must ask. Very, very important. This one, it has caused a lot of problem with many realtors and their clients. You know, when realtors want to sell land to you, or many realtors, not all of them, it's the sweet part that they will be telling you. They will not tell you the one that you do not want to hear. See, there is what you want to hear, there's what you don't want to hear. That I don't want to hear as a client is what will benefit you more. But the realtors, they are always afraid to tell you what you don't want to hear. They'll be like, if I tell him this now, will he buy? Will he not run away? Will he not say this one is too much? Will he not? That is why you, as a prospect, it is your to ask questions because realtors you some things. Most realtors they will not want to tell you some things because they know that if they tell you, it may lead you ask that what happens if I'm unable to finish paying? Yes, ask them. Now, this one, the the answer are different. They get that the answer to this are different. But ideally, ideally, the moment you begin to pay for a land, eh? The moment you begin to pay for a land, so but you a bond with that company. So it takes you 10 years to pay for that land. You should still have access to that land. Or they reallocate you to another estate. Oh, I don't know if you are getting that. What happens when I'm unable to finish paying? Nothing happens. Your land is still there. But just remember that whenever you finish paying, that's when you take possession. That's when you take possession. And the longer it takes you to finish paying, the higher the getting that. What happens when I'm unable to finish paying? Nothing happens. The land is still is will take possession. Anytime you finish paying, just know that anytime you take possession, then tell him or her that when you are the longer it takes you, the longer it takes to finish paying, the higher the money will be going up. Take for instance, one person bought Mabis Gold Homes, Mabis Gold Gardens from us. Mabis Gold Gardens is one of Mabis Gold Homes Limited Products. Mabis Gold owns her estate that is called Mabis Gold Gardens. So somebody now bought when it was 250, I think, and the person stopped paying for like 2 years. Expect that the company will now, sorry, I want to quickly reply this person. This is my boss at work. So do you expect that the company will now continue to sell that land for him at 250 after 2 years? No. So one, the value of that land has increased, and the money that he is paying, that 250, the value has decreased. So it will be foolish of the company, of that company, to say they still want to collect 250 from him, even if the person bring at once. Do you get that now? So, but you must ask this question. And I believe realtors that are here to will learn from this. They will know how to answer these questions. Almost 50 plots. In fact, if you had to even count it, that I'm stuck. You say how do you do it? You sell land a lot, you sell land a lot, how do you do it? One of my secrets is what I'm telling you now. There are there are questions that clients don't ask me that I'm the one that will hint them to ask me. Hello. Questions. Clients don't ask me some questions out of forgetfulness, out of not knowing, out of ignorance. They don't ask. They don't know now, so you can't blame them. So I push it to them that you didn't ask about this one. You have not asked about this one. They say, I don't know. Okay, okay. So what is it about this one? I'm not telling them that this is it, this is it. So somebody will forget to ask me that if he's unable to finish me, what happens? So I will now remind the person of that. He didn't ask that, what if you are unable to finish me? You now ask and I say, okay, if you are unable to finish me, nothing happens. Your land is still there. But anytime you finish paying, that's when you finish. And if you stay too long on this, the money will be going up. They get that now. So that is for that. Question number 7. What other charges will I pay after paying for the land? You must ask your router this question. Mr. Adelowo Kemisola, what other charges will I pay after paying for the land? C, where you buy land, anywhere for that matter that you buy land, in Nigeria at least, it's not the money for the land alone that you pay. You will pay other money. You will do what? You will pay other money. So you have 5 million naira. I want to buy a land of 5 million naira. I think I want to pay that 5 million naira. Bam! That's all. They play. Just they play. They play my fan. If you have 5 million naira, another 1.52 million naira, or cut your budget back to 3 million naira, because there are other charges, except, listen, except the company or the realtor say that all inclusive. Except they do what? They say all inclusive. If they say all inclusive, then that 5 million naira is all what you pay. But if they do not, my dear, you will pay other charges. So ask that, what other charges will I pay? This is the answer. When you ask what other charges will I pay after paying for a land, there are other charges. We call them statutory charges. Some other people call it hidden charges. But me, I prefer to call it statutory charges because it is statutory, it is compulsory, you pay them. So there are essentially three statutory charges. There is deed of assignment, there is allocation, and there is development levy. Let me repeat that. There, there is deed of assignment and there is development levy. There is no time for me to be explaining this night. But those are the charges. At Mabis Gold Homes Limited, I always like to use my company as an example so that the lesson we see. At Mabis Gold Homes Limited, there are three other charges that you pay for. Number one is allocation. Number two, you pay for two right now and you pay one later on. The two that you pay for right now is allocation and date of assignment. Then when you want to begin to work on your land, you are we together? So those are the charges that you pay for when you buy land. And remember that there is no place where you will buy land where somebody to I help somebody to buy land in Abeokuta. We bought 3 million naira. Did you hear that? We bought a land of how much? 9 million naira. And we pay other charges of 3 million naira. That is to tell you how statutory charges can be high sometimes. How what? Statutory charges can be high sometimes. So don't be that like that person that will buy land and be expecting that that's all. No. Mm, excuse me, I want to quickly do something here. Where is this one now? So, number 8. How many minutes is the land to the main road? How many minutes is the land to the main road? Now, why you must ask this question is for you to know the distance between the land and the main road. See, if you don't have huge money, it is better for you. If you don't have huge money to buy money on the highway facing express, then you should know the distance between where the land is and the main road. And let me now tell you the hint. Let me tell you the hint. Any land that you want to buy, that the distance between the land and the main road is more than 30 minutes, my dear, don't buy it. I'm not saying that the land must be tarred though. The land may not be tarred. The land may not be tarred. But the land must not be more than 30 minutes to the main road. There's a reason for it, but that reason I don't have time for it now. So any land that you want to buy that the what is it called? The distance between that land and the main road is more than 30 minutes, don't buy it. That is another question that you must ask. A moment, let me take water again. Excuse me. I'm back. Number 9. How soon can I start building? How soon can I start building on the land? You see, this question that I just mentioned, it has caused a lot of people a lot of pain. It has done what? Caused a lot of people a lot of pain because they did not ask. Because they did not do what? They did not ask. So there are many real estate companies in Lagos today, I will not mention names, that they are not interested in you building. Let me repeat that and write it down. There are many real estate companies in Lagos today that they are not interested in you building. They don't want you to build. They don't want you to build. There are many scammers in this Lagos, real estate companies. There are many scammers in this Lagos. But we thank God that we are not one of them. In fact, Mabis Gold Homes Limited is the only real estate company that I know. Mabis Gold Homes Limited is the only real estate company that I know that wants you to build on your land or at least fence it. I'm telling you. But there are many real estate companies in Lagos that don't want you to build. In fact, there are many real estate companies in Lagos that want you to forget that you have land with them. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But we thank God that Mabis Gold Homes Limited is not one of them. We even encourage our clients to come and build or at least fence. So you must ask that, how soon can I start building? You see, this one is a litmus test to test the integrity of the company. It's a what? It's a litmus test to test the integrity of the company. Let's move on. Question number 10. Can I leave the land for years, and how long can I leave before I start building? This is another question. Can I leave the land for years, and how long can I leave before I start building? Now, there are many reasons why people buy land. One of them, residential. Another one, commercial. Another one, investment. Another one. Those are just the three main reasons why people buy land. Residential, they are buying it so that they can build and live. Commercial, they are buying it so that they can build it and rent it out. Investment, they are buying it so that they can sell it in the future. Are you together? Are we together? Now, regardless of what you are buying this land for, you should take physical possession of the land. Now, the physical possession of the land might now, the physical possession now depends on why you are buying the land. Oh, repeat that. Regardless, let me repeat that. Regardless of why you are buying a land, you should take physical possession of the land. The physical possession that you now take on the land will now depend on why you buy the land. For instance, if you are buying a land for commercial, then the physical possession might be that you will start with foundation. If you are buying a land for commercial purpose, that is, you are buying it so that you can build it and rent it out, the physical possession may be foundation as well. If you are buying land for investment purpose, that is, you are buying it so that you can sell it in the future, the physical possession might be that you will fence it round, even if it is going to be a half fence. Are you now seeing it? That regardless of why you are buying a land, you should take physical possession of the land. But the physical possession that you now take will now depend on why you buy the land. Is this clear? Is this clear at all? Please, if that is clear, comment it is clear in the comment section. If this is clear, comment it is clear in the comment section. Okay, very good. Very good. So when you want to buy land, so you ask, can I leave the land for years? And how long can I leave the land? The right response is that yes, you can leave the land for years, but you should take physical possession by at least fencing it. Let me tell you some of the reasons why you should fence your land. Even if there's going to be a fence, let me tell you some of the reasons. Number one, the moment you fence your land, it's now a property. Let me repeat that. The moment you fence a land, it is no longer a land, it is now a property. Number two is that fencing your land or putting any form of structure, even if it is foundation, on it will prevent others like Omonile or even neighbors to encroach your land. It will do what? Prevent others to encroach your land. They used to take people's land though. It has almost happened to me before. But that is not the talk for today. It has almost happened. This house that I built, the land that I built, they almost collected it before. I mean, they almost collected it from me because I didn't take physical possession. So the right answer is that yes, you can leave it for years, but you should take physical possession. Question number 11. Do I have the right to sell the land in the future? I've missed something in this thing. I've missed something. There's supposed to be a commercial after question number 9. It's supposed to be a commercial. So let me just quickly do the commercial now. Okay, let me just continue. I will do the commercial later on. Do I have the right to sell the land in the future? That's another question that you must ask. Do I have the right to sell the land in the future? For your information, waiting our eyes don't see as realtors. Hey, no be smart, you know. That's why I used to tell people that, see, first, Tenuko Tete Boliko. Mabis Gold Homes Limited is still one of the best real estate companies in Lagos. Mabis Gold Homes Limited is still one of the best. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm not saying Mabis Gold Homes Limited is perfect. We are not perfect either. We have our own problem as well. But when we are talking of real estate companies, Mabis Gold is still one of the best. There are some real estate companies in this Lagos that you as a client, after buying the land and you pay fully, you don't have the right to sell that land. The company has the right to buy it from you before any other person. They call it they used to call it one name. I've forgotten they used to call it. Maybe like buyback. But you sure don't have the right to sell that land. That they have the right, first buyer something, they have the right to buy it from you. Why must they buy the land from you? Maybe they sold the land to you. Isn't it? Isn't it they sold the land to you? So why must they be the one that will still buy it back from you? So ask, do I have the right to sell the land in the future? At Mabis Gold Homes Limited, for instance, you have the right. You have the right. You just put a small clause. And that clause, it is for your own sake. It is to protect your own interest and the interest of the new buyer. Oh, let me repeat this. At Mabis Gold Homes Limited, you are free to sell the land in the future, but we just put a small clause to protect your interest and the interest of the new buyer. And what is that clause? The clause we put is that when you sell to a person, you should let Mabis Good Company knows about it. You should let Mabis Good Homes Limited know about it. Why? Because one, the person that you sell to is the person that you sell to, the new buyer, not you. The new buyer will pay Mabis Good Homes Limited 20% of the current value. That is 20% of what you sell to that person. You now be wondering, why should the person pay Mabis Good Limited an extra 20% after the person has paid you? Now, this is the reason. Number one, the person will need a new deed of assignment. Your own deed of assignment is not valid again. So we need to relinquish that your own deed of assignment and give that new buyer a new deed of assignment bearing his own name. So out of the 20%, 10% will be used to do another deed of assignment for him. The remaining 10% is for administrative charges. You shall fill form, we do documentation for you. We will need to do a redocumentation that Mr. So is no longer the land at plot 2, block A again, but it now belongs to Mr. So. That is the only clause. And it is to protect your own interest and the interest of the new buyer. Let me share a story with you. This one is a real life story. Somebody bought a land long time ago from one company. This year, the person now sold that land at 60 million naira to another person. Good deal or bad deal? Good deal. Now, listen. Our Yoruba used to say that ẹni tó bá ti ní ìka méjì ó máa fi kan ṣe rẹ̀. When this person now sold this land to another person, so the new owner knew that he's supposed to pay a certain amount of money to the management of that estate. Even the old seller, the old buyer rather, the old owner also knew, but they want to cut corner. They want to do what? Cut corner. They don't want to pay that extra. Imagine you bought a land of 60 million naira and you just pay an extra 5 million naira or thereabout to perfect your documentation. You are hiding, you are doing corner shortcuts. So the person did not pay that company. Kò pẹ́ kò jìnnà, the old owner now dies. The old owner now died. Meanwhile, the old owner does not even have the document to give the new owner. It's the document that he collected from the company that he has. So the new owner does not have the document. Guess what happened? You just guess what happened. Can somebody just guess what happened? Let me wait for some seconds. Can you just guess what happened? I'm waiting. No response. let me tell you what happened. So Mr. A is the old owner of the land that bought the land from the real estate company. This A now sold the land at 60 million naira to Mr. B. Both of them knew that Mr. B, the new owner, is supposed to pay a certain amount of money to the real estate company to perfect the documentation. If he pays that money to that real estate company, the real estate company will issue him a receipt, will issue him deed of assignment, and some other things. You get that now? But he did not pay. He knew, but he did not pay. He wanted to cut corner. Unfortunately, the old owner, Mr. A, now died. After he died, this is what happened. The children of the old owner now stood up and said that their father did not sell that land to the new buyer, to the new owner. As I'm speaking to you, they took the matter to court. And they have all the rights, because what does the new owner has to show that he actually bought that land from the old owner? Nothing. And the management company, real estate company, is just watching like this. That wàhálà tiẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ó torí 5 million naira, also 60 million naira. Yes, now. So this is why we say that when the company say that you will pay 20% of the current value, I mean the new owner, is not even you that is buying it now that will pay it, it's the new owner that will pay it. The liability is on the new owner. It is to protect your own interest and the interest of the new owner. So that is for that, my dear. Let me move on. Time is fast spent. Another question you should ask is that when did they go for site inspection? When did they go for what? Site inspection. Now, usually every real estate company should be going for site inspection every week, or worst case, twice in a month. Every real estate company must be doing what? Going for site inspection once every week, or at most twice in a month. The essence of site inspection is to show the prospect the land that they want to buy before they start paying for it, or why they are paying for it. They get that now. So ask, when did they go for site inspection? If any real estate company doesn't go for site inspection once in a month, there's problem. There's what? Problem. Question number 13. I've asked this question now. Okay, number 13 is, when did they do allocation? Question number 13, when do they do allocation? Allocation is simply when the real estate company give you your own portion of the land. I did a short video about this 3 days ago to explain it. Allocation is simply when you buy land from a real estate company, the land is usually in large quantity. It's a what? It's a, what do they call it? It's a big land, sha. So they will need to cut the land into plots, which we call layouts. They will cut it into plots, and each plot will now be given to each person, or the number of plots they buy, they will now be giving it to them. That's what we call allocation. So ask them, when do they do allocation? Now back to the question, back to the issue I raised the other time when we started. I said a guy said that he bought a land from one company, which I don't want to mention their name, since 2014, and this is 2024, 10 years after, they have not done allocation for him. He is accusing them. Fine. But in as much as I know that there are some real estate companies that don't want to do allocation for you, I also want to say that it may be that the guy has not fulfilled the requirements for allocation. There is a requirement for allocation. There's what? Requirement for allocation. One of the requirements for allocation is that you must have finished paying for your land before you get allocation. At Mabis Gold Homes Limited, for instance, let me tell you this. When Mabis Gold Homes started, after you make 50% payment, after you pay 50%, we will do allocation for you. Yes. We are doing allocation for you freely. Once you make 50%, we do allocation for you. We ask you to come and pay for allocation, pay allocation. We now realize that a lot of people, when they give them allocation at 50%, they don't pay the remaining money because they believe that the land is theirs. When they do not even know that the land is not even theirs until they take physical possession. So we now increase it to 70%. So after people pay up to 70%, we give them allocation. Again, we realize that. So the requirement, you see, as the requirement was changing, first it was that we must pay 50% and then pay for allocation. Then we increased the requirement to you must pay 70% and then pay for allocation. Right now, you must pay 100% and pay for allocation before you can get allocated. Hello. Right now, you must pay 50% before you must pay 50%, pay for allocation before you can get you allocated. In fact, as I speak, the new requirement to get allocation at Mabis Gold Homes Limited is that firstly, you must have paid your money fully 100%. You must have paid for allocation, and then you must be ready to start work on your land. You must be what? Ready to start work on your land. If you are not ready to start work on your land, Mabis Gold Homes Limited will not do allocation for you. Listen and listen. If you are not ready to work on your land, we will not do allocation for you, or you will wait till when we do general allocation. We used to do general allocation as well. That one can be 3 months or 4 months. Now, you may now be wondering, or you may now want to ask that, why must the person be ready to build or fence before we do allocation for them? My dear, the people that we have done allocation for since 2020, 2021, 2022, many of them has not done anything on their land. Many of them has not done what? Has not done anything on their land. And what is the essence of doing allocation for you and you don't do anything on your land? And these people are even funny people. When we have not done allocation for them, they were the one that will be shouting, "Hey, do allocation for us, so give us allocation for one ilé wa o, a fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ilẹ̀ wa o, a fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ilẹ̀ wa." Yeah, we give them allocation. Yeah, come and start work. They ran away. We didn't see them. They ran away. We didn't see them. And you know what? Oh, no time. Let me tell you, when a land is not developed, any appreciation it has is fictitious, is fake. It's fake appreciation. Let me even post about it. When a land is not developed, any appreciation it has is a fake appreciation. Yes. Let me type it. Any land that is not developed, you can help me to type it in the comment section as well, that is not developed. Any appreciation it has is a fake appreciation. It's a fake appreciation. Is most times a fake appreciation. Any land that is not developed, any appreciation it has is most times a fake appreciation. Because tell me what makes the land to appreciate. You don't have fence, you don't have building, you don't have foundation, you don't have anything. And you say, the land is now 25 million naira from 10 million naira. Oga, wetin dem do for the land to make it appreciate? Wetin dem put for the land? Wetin dem do for the land to make it appreciate? Yes, times makes land appreciate, but physical structure make land more appreciated. Oh, please write that down. Time makes land appreciate, but structure makes land more appreciated. Let me repeat that. Or let me even post it. Then you should still type it. Times make land appreciate, but structure makes land more appreciated. Let me physical structure. That structure makes land more appreciated. So let's move on to the next question. So before we move on to the next question, let me tell you 5 reasons why you should buy land from Abis Gold Homes Limited. 5 reasons why you should buy. This is commercial, and this is the commercial session. So the first reason why you should buy, you can screenshot this. The first reason why you should buy land from Mabis Gold Homes Limited is that Mabis Gold Homes is the only real estate company in Lagos that encourages clients to build or fence at least. When other real estate companies don't even want you to build at all. We want you to build. This is what we, excuse me. Another reason why you should buy land from Mabis Gold Homes is because our land are 100% dry land. Yes, all our lands, they are all 100% dry land. We don't sell swamp. We have sold land to over 2,000 people. We are giving allocation to over 1,500, and people are building in all our estates. Not some of our estates, all our estates, people are building. The chairman of Mabis Gold Homes is Dr. Ashimolowo Ademuyiwa. Go and Google his name. He's a lecturer at Lagos State University of Education. So he has nowhere going. And he's even a crown prince at Shagamu. Yes, Omobani. Omobani ni Shagamu. Omoba Ashimolowo. His father was the late chief imam at Shagamu. Yes, his father was an imam at Shagamu before. And you know what? You are not just selling land, we are also building hostels. We are also doing what? Building hostels. So these are 5 reasons why you should buy land from Abis Gold Homes. Question number 14. Can I go for inspection before I start paying? This is another question you must ask when you're buying land from a real estate company. Can I go for inspection before I start paying? Oga, always go for inspection before you start paying. Always do what? Go for inspection before you start paying, or at least go and ask for videos of the land from different angles. Ask for what? Videos of the land from different angle. Ask for what? Video of the land from different angle. Don't just receive the video of the beautiful gate and you say, it's a good land. The place is fine. Oga, there are many places that are fine, that the inside are not fine, You didn't hear? There are many places that are beautiful, that their inside, that their gates are beautiful, but their inside is what? Is not beautiful. So even if you are not going to go for site inspection because of the distance, you can ask for what is it called? The video of the land from different angle. Um, this is a repetition. This is a repetition. So, guys, those are the 15 questions you must ask before you buy land from a real estate company. Any question? Any question? I wait for 1 minute, and if there is no question after that, I will call it a day. And if you did learn something from this, please do well to mention what you learned. I'm waiting for your questions. Major Martin, thank you for being part of this training, Major. I'm not even in the right mood tonight. I have exhausted myself. I went to supervise somebody's work, and I'm really tired. Auntie Latifa, any land that is not as is more times a fake appreciation. It's a fake appreciation. Time makes land appreciated, but physical structure makes land more appreciated. So somebody is asking a question here that is the receipt part of an important title. Receipt is not a title, but it is an evidence of payment. Receipt is not a title, but it is an evidence of payment. Receipt is also asked when you want to do survey. They get that now. In fact, when you want to do deed of assignment, the lawyer will ask for the receipt. They get that now. It's not a land title, but it is an payment. It shows that I also time when you paid for that land. It's not that they gifted you. Or gifted you. They didn't give you. You bought it. There's difference between that. Someone will give you something now. He gives you something. You get that now. But when you pay for a good, you have a receipt. You get that now. So that answers that. Any other question, please? Before we wrap it up. Yeah, thank you to Mrs. Abdusalam. So if you are watching me newly or you are watching me later on, you are watching the replay, This is how you can reach out to me on Bolore S. On Instagram, I am Cas the Innovative, put underscore after each word. Cas underscore the underscore innovative underscore teacher underscore. And on WhatsApp, my number has not changed. 07030340696. That is how you can reach me on WhatsApp. So, guys, I hope you learned something from this. And a nice night rest.